Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you could be here tonight. So we're going to kick off this meeting, and first we're going to start with our obligatory disclaimer that anything we say regarding CBD oil, its use and its benefits is not medically proven. We're not making any medical claims. We're not curing any diseases. We're not relieving any symptoms. CBD oil is a supplement that is beneficial to the body in many ways. It's not tested by the FDA. They don't test supplements, and so therefore there's no validation. We have to go strictly on what we believe and what we see. So first off, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I know everybody's got a busy time. The purpose, I do want to just take a second and talk a little bit about the purpose of the webinar. It's to really try and get us all more familiar with the programs and how we should be talking about the programs and selling the programs to people that we think are potential wellness affiliates. That's really how we're going to grow our business, our mutual business, and that's really how we're going to exponentially increase our income. So that will be, keep that in mind as we go through how you would position this with someone, how you would talk about it, and how they might benefit. So we're going to talk a little bit about holistic life, very little bit. We're going to give a quick shout out to CBD oil and CBD Pure. Then we're going to talk mainly about the Wellness Affiliate Program and some exciting changes, as well as the retailer program, which will fit right in, and then what to do next, and then a little offer for people attending today. So let's get going. So first, just a little bit about holistic life. I think that many of you know that Margie has been in the wellness area, working in the wellness area for over 3 decades. Very multifaceted, a lot of different modalities. So therefore, and a lot of different practices, and therefore she provides really a total wellness approach to everything we do. And that really helps us as we go forward and we look at achieving maximum benefits and getting the most out of all the things we're doing. The one thing that we will do that I think you all know us by now, those of you who do know us, is that we really pride ourselves in having a very high level of integrity. We do want to make money. I am definitely a capitalist. And I do want to run a business profitably, but I will never compromise my honesty, and well, surely will not Margie, but we will never compromise our honesty or our ethics for the sake of money. So you can always rest assured that we will, be honest and forthright in everything we do. The nice thing about Margie and I think most of you also know, is that we're involved in the business. We understand the business. We want to understand and get feedback from our team members. You'll see some changes in the programs today. They're a direct result of the team input, and we want to stay involved. And we use these products. We understand these products. We have personal results to share, and that we do share. And I think it gives us a good insight, to not only the using of the products, but their benefits and how others might benefit by that, and then how we can pass that along, as well as you can pass along your experiences to us. By the way, we'll give you a little time for questions at the end. I'm going to go right through this, and then we'll come back. Lastly, we care. We're not computers. We're not being run by some internet company. This isn't all about selling product. We really care about others, we care about helping, and we really want to make this a mutually beneficial, good experience that provides the kind of results that our users and our affiliates and we want. So the bottom line is, we're never going to compromise our integrity or the program for the sake of money, and we're always going to do our very best to provide the most value. Couple things about CBD oil. Let's talk real quickly. First, get it right off the bat. CBD derived from industrial hemp is legal in all 50 states, and that's what CBD Pure is derived from. So there is, of course, everybody knows there's a very low level of THC, less than 0.3%, that you can't get high, and you're not going to get high from CBD Pure or industrial hemp CBD oil. There is a difference between there is, marijuana based CBD oil as well that has a much higher level of THC, and that will get you high. Maybe not, it's kind of like an in between, I guess. I don't really know. I've never tried it. And we do not sell that. We do not offer that. We do not offer any products that go above that 0.3%. So everything we do is legal. You can see by the cannabinoid sheet here that cannabidiol, which is CBD, provides some excellent benefits here. And I think most of you have seen this. So it's really, I think without getting too much talking about CBD oil, because that's not the purpose of today's webinar, I think it provides an overall wellness benefit. In a lot of different areas. So I think it's overall, it's a supplement, as an everyday supplement to help our bodies generally, our immune systems, as well as our nervous systems, and aid in a lot of different areas. I think that CBD is definitely a real winner and very, very beneficial. And why you got involved is CBD. I want you to think about it. The benefits that you're deriving from CBD, not financially, but more from a health standpoint, how it's helping you and how you think it could help others. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. So first, let's talk a little bit about the Wellness Affiliate Program. The Wellness Affiliate Program really started to help us address and improve a variety of emotional and behavior challenges using natural products. So it was kind of like a homegrown, organic kind of effort. We were looking for solutions, and it helped us, many of us, almost everybody on the team is using CBD oil to help them with some, in some area of their wellness that they want to improve. Mine is different than yours, but yours is different than mine. And that's really how the program got started and how we got started with CBD oil. And that then, went a little bit further, and then we started saying, well, let's help others, with this natural solution. The benefits are fantastic, and we feel like it's something we need to offer to people. It's something we need to tell them about. And it became kind of like a little mission. I always say that I'm the poster child for CBD oil, and I can talk to people about it when they get me started forever. So I think there's a lot of, it started out helping us as a group, and then it expanded into us helping others. And of course, it's nice to be able to make some income. I mean, we spend time doing this, we spend effort doing this, some of us spend money doing this, and we expect a return for all that. And that's really justified and to be expected. So just because we want to help other people, and we want to help ourselves, and we want to be good, caring people with integrity, doesn't mean we can't, create some revenue out of this and make some money, because after all, we do have to pay the bills. So generally speaking, CBD and the program and the whole approach really impacts and improves our lives in many, many different ways. How we take that and to what extreme we take that is really our choosing, but it does impact us in so many different ways. Now, a little bit, just a real quick summary. I'm trying to keep this simple. I know that sometimes I can make things a little more complicated than they are, so I want to keep the explanation of the program simple. First of all, it's very simple. You buy product at a wholesale discounted price of 40% off of retail, and then you sell it at retail. So you make a 40% profit. Now, that was 30%, and we've improved that, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So that's an increase of 10%, just off the top of that. So if something is retails for $1, you're going to pay 60 cents and you're going to make 40 cents. That's just that simple. It's not very complicated. That's the way it works. In addition to that, you will receive 10% commission on purchases made by anybody that you enroll, whether they be another wellness affiliate or, and this is new as well, we'll talk a little bit about this, a retailer. And we can talk about that now, really. The reason, this was definitely an input from a lot of our wellness affiliates who said, you know what, I go to my chiropractor. Originally we had two different business channels. We had the wellness affiliates and then we had retail. And the wellness affiliates weren't participating in the retail channel. And the pricing was a little different because there's no commissions and whatever, and because it has to be competitive. But the wellness affiliates were saying, you know what, I go to my chiropractor, or I go to a health food store, or I go to my yoga studio, or wherever it might be, and they really would like to sell, CBD oil to their clients and to their customers. But I'm not able to really benefit by this because I'm not I'm not getting compensated. So what we did was first off, we removed that restriction, and we put the 10% commission for the wellness affiliate, regardless of their selling to and signing up and enrolling another wellness affiliate or a retailer. So the commission is the same, 10% of purchases, whether they be the initial purchases or ongoing purchases, it's 10% commission. That 10% commission remains forever, as long as the person the wellness affiliate that did the enrolling maintains an order of $100 every 90 days. And that means spending $100 within a 90-day period. Now there's $100 is the minimum order in the system. So the bottom line is a wellness affiliate needs to place one order within 90 days to maintain that 10% commission on both wellness affiliates and retailers they enroll. So if it's not clear, we'll talk about it at the end because maybe it'll get clear as we go along. But if it's not, please bring that up because it's really important that you understand that now when you're in that, at your chiropractor and you're talking about it and they say, oh yeah, I would really like, maybe I should offer that to my clients, then you can then sell them a retail kit. We'll talk a little bit about that. And then ongoing, backfill their orders, and get 10% commissions on that forever as long as you maintain that order. So that's new. And that's a direct result of the wellness affiliates bringing that forward, saying, hey, we need a little bit of help here. And we did increase the discount to 40%, simply because we wanted to keep things simple. We wanted to keep things fair, but we have to be at 40%. At retail, so we raised the discount. The only requirement really to be a wellness affiliate, because some programs can get kind of complicated, the only way that you enroll as a wellness affiliate or that you enroll others, and that's really the important part, is that you must purchase a starter kit or $300 in wholesale inventory. The reason is, if someone is going to be a wellness affiliate and part of the organization, part of the effort and working with everybody else, they have to have some inventory so that when they're talking to that chiropractor and they say, well, you know what, I want to try a bottle first, or they're talking to an end user or a user of the product and they want to buy something, they have to be able to give it to them. They have to be able to ship it to them. They have to be able to provide it. And they can't do that unless they have some inventory. So at a very, very minimum, we created a starter kit. There's also a silver kit, which is a little more product, and the gold kit, which is actually 2 silver kits. But to get started, we require that you do have some minimal inventory. Now, you're only paying for that inventory. You're paying $294 for that much of discounted inventory because you're paying, again, 60% of retail. and that's a $489 retail value. So if you sell that starter kit, that initial kit, you'll make about $200 on that, a little less. So if you say, well, you know what, I don't really like that mix, or I have a lot of people that really are interested in this, or this person I'm signing up wants to buy a different combination, we've also allowed that flexibility, and as long as it equals $300 in wholesale value, they can go off the kits and buy what they would like in any combination. So once the initial purchase is made, you become a wellness affiliate, and then, like I said, there's a $100 minimum order. It's not a requirement, it's just the system requires that anytime you buy anything, it's a $100 minimum order. You don't have to do that unless you need to maintain that $100 for that 90-day period for the commissions. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. There's no membership, there are no fees, shipping is included, no handling, nothing extra. It's just simply you're paying for product. And for the wellness affiliates, there are three starter kits. There's three kits that I mentioned. It's the starter kit and the silver kit and the gold kit. You can see the costs there, and you can see the retail values there. And if you did the math, you would see that it's 40% profit. And then there's the individual bottles, which of course, can be ordered, either to make up that initial inventory of $300 or then the ongoing orders equaling 100. So hopefully that is clear. Now it's really important, again, that we all understand this when we're done here, so that you can explain it logically to people that you're talking to about selling the product. So who can we help? Like who should we be talking to? Well, we really, like I said, there's just a whole myriad of different areas that CBD oil can aid in our body's performance, and everything from all these things, the immune system, the nervous system, of course the opioid addiction is just a huge thing right now. And it can help relieve some symptoms of different discomfort. I can't say anything too non-compliant, but there are a lot of different areas. Many of you who've been doing this while know those areas and know them well, and it does not. What I always tell people about CBD oil, it does not help everybody. But no drug that a manufacturer makes always works the same. When I was taking nerve pain, I had tried, they tried all these different drugs. It was gabapentin, and it was, symbolic, or whatever it's called. It was a lot of different things they tried, because some work for some and some work for others. And it's the same way with CBD oil. It works for some. Works great for me. I'm blessed. And it doesn't, but I do know people that it just doesn't work for their body, just does not absorb it, the way it needs to be. So people need to try it. As Margie will tell you, it's not something you take symptomatically. You have to get it in your blood. You have to take it for a couple weeks and take a good strong dose of it to get it going, and then you can use it a little more symptomatically from there. But until that 2 weeks goes by, then you're really not going to know if it's going to help you or not. Now let's talk about the retailer program. So the retailer program has been designed, it's the same pricing, it's the same exact pricing, there's nothing different. Now a retailer, a doctor's, a chiropractor or something like that, I don't really know what kind of margins they work on, but I will tell you that a health food store, a small health food store, something, typically want to try and make somewhere between 40 and 50%. They prefer 50%, of course, so would I, but they do find 40%, okay. They're okay with 40%. And I'm only telling you this not because, I'm telling you that you should get 10% more, but, they should get 10% more. I'm telling you so that you understand that that's what the situation is. Supplements are very, very, very high margins. Our supplements happen to be extremely high quality. and they're the best, the best of all the best you can get in their category, and therefore, as you all know, and therefore there's usually a little less margin associated with that, and they cost a little more, but we keep the pricing down at retail. So there is a little bit less margin, but there's a lot better product. So the main difference between the retailer program, which the pricing is the same, as I said, as the wellness affiliate program, the biggest difference is there are no commissions paid for ongoing people. That, a retailer, whether they be your chiropractor or whether they be a yoga studio or a health food store, are not really interested in signing up other people and providing them with product. That's not what they do, right? They're doing their own practices. They want to offer it as an enhancement and a product their clients can benefit by, but they're not interested in creating a business out of it. So they don't get a commission, they don't sign people up, and that's just the way it is. If they do want to do that, maybe it's a smaller studio or somebody that wants to be involved in signing people up, then you should sign them up as a wellness affiliate, not a retailer, because the wellness affiliate program provides that 10% commission. The retailer program does not. That's the only difference really in the two programs. There's no other difference other than the part numbers are a little different. Product numbers are a little different. They're the same price, but they're a little different, so we can differentiate which ones are generating commissions, that's the affiliate ones, and which ones are not, which are the retail. And I'll show you it's very, 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 very minor difference. So here is actually the requirement to become a retailer is the same exact thing. They have to buy that $294 starter kit or $300 in wholesale inventory. Their minimum order after that is $100, just like the wellness affiliate. There's no other requirements, even the 90 days to keep the commission going, because they don't get a commission. So other than buying the initial starter kit or the $300 in wholesale inventory, there is no requirement. That's it. They never have to buy another thing if they don't want. But if they do want to buy another thing, just like the wellness affiliate, the minimum order will be $100. They have the same 3 product, kits. The only difference, if you look at the product number on the left, you'll see that right before the end it says RET and then STR. That just means retail starter. The affiliate one, if you look at it, says AFL STR. Then it says AFL SLV, so forth and so on and down the line. That's the only difference in the part numbers. That's the only difference in the products. That's the only difference in the pricing. And again, that's so we can differentiate which ones generate that 10% commission and which ones don't. Other than that, the program is the same. The big key difference is they don't get commissions and the part numbers are a little different. That's it. So who are these retailers? Where are we going to find them? Who should we be talking to? Again, yoga studios. We have yoga studios that are selling the product, and people that go to yoga studios are selling it. Health food stores, that makes sense. Pain management, pain clinics. It's a good additive. Everybody wants to get away from opioids. Maybe this can help them. Maybe it can't. Maybe it can. They don't really know, but they have to give it a try. It's worth $60, or I'm sorry, worth $80 to give it a try. Naturopaths are always using, obviously, natural-based medicines, and then chiropractors. And there's others, too. These are just some ideas of where we go and who we can talk to in the retail area. And again, the wellness affiliate can sign retailers up, and they can make that 10% commission on the initial order and then on ongoing orders. Now, I wanted to give a little idea of how much money somebody can make. I mean, this is, like I said before, this is really a nice thing to do, and I really want to help people, and I love when people are helped, especially people with similar situations as mine. I mean, I always tell the story. I sold, computer hardware for a living for, 40 years, and much ended up in a dump and never really helped too much. I love selling CBD oil because I love seeing it help other people. But we do need to make money. Let's face it. So I put together this little spreadsheet, and I'll be more than happy to provide it so you can play around with the numbers however you want. But I'm just going to run you through this just real quickly. And this was done extremely conservatively. This is somebody, who either has a job or has a family or has other responsibilities and can only put in, a limited amount of effort. The more effort, obviously, the numbers are higher, and the money and the growth goes higher. So the top spreadsheet, or the top chart, is based on somebody who's just getting started. And what it says is that if I'm an affiliate, I can sell 3 bottles of 100, 3 bottles of 300, and 6 bottles of 600 a week. And out of that, my weekly earnings would be on the right, $36 for those 3 bottles, $66, and then $192. Now, if I can sign up 1 new affiliate per month, 0.25 is not, obviously not 1 per week. 1 new affiliate per month buying a starter kit, that would be $7 I would get for that per week. Okay, so if you do the math, it's like about $28 for, for the, or I guess it's $29.40 actually, for the monthly sale. But because we're only selling a quarter of a week, it's $7. So again, these are weekly numbers on the right. And the same thing with the next one. It's a weekly number. 1/4 of that 44 is $11. So these are the weekly calculations. The same thing with the retailer. The numbers are the same. If I can get 1 starter kit sold to 1 retailer a month and 1 silver kit sold to 1 retailer a month, then I would earn those amounts per week. And then, you have backfill. People are going to buy, reorder, or you're going, people are going to backfill your wellness affiliates and also your retailers. And those are very small numbers. It's 1 per week, 1 per week, and then 2 per week, 1 per week, 1 per week, 2 per week. Now, all this, so these are a lot of different areas of which you can earn, money. And when you add them up, in a very conservative world, this comes to about $350 a week, which then comes to about $1,576 a month, and then comes to $18,000 a year, almost $19,000. That is very conservative, and that is somebody who is just getting started. Now, after a year, you've had time to build up your business. More people, you're doing more. And so what does this look like after a year? So after a year, I would be saying that, well, maybe I'm selling 6 bottles of, 100 a week, and 6 bottles, and this is the lower chart, 6 bottles of 300 a week, and 12 bottles of 600 a week. Because now it's a year later, I have a lot more people, I have a lot more context. I'm still only signing up 1 silver kit and 1 starter kit for my retailers and affiliates a month, 1 per month. So those numbers, I didn't increase those numbers. I left those really, really low. Really, that's an area that you probably is very, very conservative, extremely conservative. But again, this is not somebody who's doing this full time, and maybe you're doing a little more now because you're starting to make more money, and maybe you can afford to shift some of your efforts on something else you're doing. And then, of course, you have now, after a year, you have about 9, you would have, if you did 1 per month, you would have 12 retailers at the end of the year for each of those categories. But there's attrition and people drop off. So I'm saying basically that you're selling 9 100s, 9 300s, 18 600s to all the people that you signed up as affiliates, and then again all the people you signed up as retailers for the year. So those are the individual backfills. So you take your, so the top line, the yellow part is what you're selling. The gray or brownish part is your 1 per month of the affiliate silver and starter kits. The light blue area is your 1 per month of the retailer starter and silver kits. your 9, and then your orange area, and I guess that orange shouldn't be there, the second orange, but the orange area there, the complete orange area, is your backfill, first for your affiliates and then for your retailers. And the total weekly out of all those areas, same kind of areas, nothing new, is 800 a week, which then becomes 3,600 a month, and then 43,000 a year. Now, these numbers, again, are conservative. They're based upon somebody who's doing this, not full time. We didn't want to put out some crazy numbers there that people just weren't realistic. So I do feel these are very realistic. I think in many, many cases, depending upon how much time somebody has, they could do a lot better. But we don't all have a lot of time. We all have responsibilities, so we do what we can. And this is what we think is kind of reasonable. So again, I have this in a spreadsheet. If you want to play around with it, feel free to email me at marty@wholeisticlife.com. And I'd be happy to provide for you. And you can plug in your own numbers and see how you might be impacted by how much effort, you put in less or you put in more. Okay. So I'm going to talk so the benefits really quickly of the program is, you can make significant earnings. It's not complicated. You just buy the product and sell it. There are no kinds of teams or anything like that. You have your own team. You get 10% of anybody you sign up. It doesn't go any deeper than that. If they sign somebody up, somebody else gets that 10% of that second level. You don't get it. You just get who you sign up, because it gets way too complicated otherwise. It's a low startup cost. There's no enrollment, no membership, no monthly requirement. You don't have to spend X number of dollars per month. The only thing you have to do is buy some initial inventory, and it's a very, very little bit amount. You can make extra monies through the bonuses, through the bonus program, and that's really the commission program that I've been describing. That's where you have to maintain that order every 90 days, that one order every 90 days. And it's easy to figure out. I mean, there's not a long learning curve. There's not a lot of products. We have basically 3 products. They're just different strengths. You just have to know how many cannabidiol, are represented by each strength. It's really easy. There's 100 in one bottle, 300 in another, and 600 in another. If you divide by 30, that tells you how much the daily dose is. If you divide that in half, it tells you how much each dose is, because it's 2 per day. So it's not really complicated. It's fairly simple. We do provide educational webinars. Margie is working on a whole training series. We're going to start pushing that out based upon a lot of experiences that we're seeing out there, a lot of testimonials and those kinds of things. And it's really nice. One of the nice things is this is some cutting edge. This is some current. Everybody's talking about CBD oil. I talk to a lot of people, and CBD oil is really a big thing right now. A lot of people are looking at it, and so you're on the curve. You're right where you need to be right now to take advantage of that. And I really, it's good timing. It's very, very good timing. So what do you do next? Well, of course, many of you are existing wellness affiliates, and you can always think about people we can help from that slide. Those are all people that you can be talking to about a lot of different things. People looking to improve their overall wellness. Current wellness affiliates, think about signing people up. You should have copies, and if you don't, again, email Margie or myself of the enrollment forms for both the wellness affiliates and the retailers. I will tell you that it starts small, but it's just like insurance agents. It's just like all the people that work on ongoing revenue. It just keeps growing, and the more people you sign up, the bigger it gets, and the more you stay in touch with them, which is one area that we can all improve on, is staying in touch with people and making sure they're taking their CBD and see how they're doing and see what's going on. And the more they keep buying and the more you keep selling, the more you keep making. For people who are new to the game, who are new wellness affiliates, we encourage you to work with an existing wellness affiliate if you have them. if you're interested in pursuing it, contact them, work with them. We're also here to help. At any time, you can always contact us. We're always here to help. You just pick up the phone and give either Margie or myself a call. And I didn't really introduce myself, but it's really not that important. I'm Marty Lash, and I work with Margie Lash, and we make up Holistic Life along with the entire team. And if you're new to Holistic Life and our programs, and you need more information, want to talk more, want to gather more information, please email us at info@holisticlife.com or call at 949-466-9853. So that said, we of course have an offer. We said we'd have an offer, and we do have an offer. So for existing wellness affiliates who are, they purchase the product online, we are giving a 10% discount on all orders placed through tomorrow. And all you have to do is go online and use I think it's about the second screen or the second screen in the checkout process, you'll see promo code. Just enter WA webinar, Wellness Affiliate Webinar, WA webinar, and that will give you a 10% discount on your order. You'll still need that $100 order minimum. And like I said, anybody who does that between now and the end of tomorrow will get that 10% discount. If you're new to Holistic Life, or you're a Holistic Life or a CBD pure user, call us. We'll give you that same discount. We'll get you either set up as a new user or a new Holistic Life wellness affiliate, or if, like I said, if you're a user, we'll get you that same 10% discount. So what I'd like to do now is just open it up, see if anybody has any questions, and I'm going to ask Margie to unmute people, and if you have any questions, and we'll go to it. So anybody? Okay.
Meredith, I see that you're not unmuting, so maybe you would, if you want to ask a question, I think you might have to unmute yourself. Oh, you did. Yay. Okay.
Myself.
Okay.
Are there any plans? Are there any plans to develop like a?
Yeah, I'm not hearing Margie.
Hold on. Let's. I think Laura has some background sound because she's in the car. So I muted her so we could hear Meredith.
Were there any plans to develop any sort of like a brochure or anything like that? Or do we have any, if we want to put something together that takes the information you've given us in a different format, like a trifold or something, can we send that to you for approval? Or?
I'm sorry, I was unmuting myself. Margie, can you answer that question with that? I didn't hear the question.
Sure. So Meredith, yeah, I mean the brochure or the sheet, the flyer that we provided for you, as long if you want to take that kind of information and put it in a more of a brochure type thing, okay, you're certainly welcome to do that. And then yes, then we would just need to approve it.
Okay.
So yeah, if you'd like to work on something like that, that would be fine.
Great, thank you.
And both Margie and I can give you input on that if you like.
Sure, thank you.
Any other questions?
Laura, I unmuted you now, so if you do have a question, you're welcome. And if you wanted to share, because you already participated in this webinar once, so maybe you have some insight that you'd like to share?
I would just like to say one thing. Hi, everybody. Also, if you're coming because you were invited by someone, I would encourage you to go back to the person that invited you to get signed up. And then also, CBD oil is great, not just for yourself or the people, but you can also use it on animals with the lower strength. My dog is on it for hip issues, and she is doing much better when she's on the CBD oil. And no, I thought the webinar was great today. So So let me just ask you, so on the 10% discount, then we would have to order $110 worth of stuff to make sure we're still at the $100?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Okay.
the way. Yeah, because the system just looks for $100 minimum order. So yes,
Right,
you have to order that extra $10.
okay.
Okay. Well, anybody else have anything? Okay. Well, this Margie's going to record this. It'll be up. She'll be providing the link, and you can share it with other people. And feel free to do that. And anything we can do, if you ever need us to jump on a conference call to help explain the program or explain anything, we're always there for you to help you. You just need to let us know. And I thank you very much for your time tonight. And hope you have a good evening. And hope to talk to you soon.